Hey lads, Temps here, welcome back to another FIFA 15 Ultimate Team video, and we're going straight into FIFA 15. We're going to do the predictions. I've done it for FIFA 14 before. I think I've done the transfer deadline day and Napoli. But now I'm going to be doing the Premier League teams, some of the big guns around Europe, and maybe even around the world if there are big signings. So we're going to kick things off with the first man of 5, which is Thomas Vermaelen. We are doing Manchester United if you haven't got the gist of it already. But Thomas Vermaelen is linked with Manchester United. Now first of all, do not pay attention to the Spanish flag. Something messed up, and for some reason the Belgian flag didn't save and it put a Spanish flag there. But yeah, Thomas Vermaelen, I've decided to give the man one less pace, so from 71 to 70 pace. His shot will stay the same because I can't see much difference there. I've increased his passing a little bit because on the ball he's good. Dribbling wise, he hasn't had much of a season, so I don't think he's going to have a downgrade because he hasn't had much of a season at Arsenal due to injury. But dribbling is a way I would say just to make him lose some stats. His defending has gone down by 1, and I've brought his heading down by 2. Now, we're probably the same player as he was. It's just the fact that he's a little bit inexperienced after not playing much football at Arsenal. The next man is Luke Shaw. Now, Luke Shaw I've given a +7 rating. Now, this will sound absolutely stupid and unbelievable, but the reason I'm going to say this is I personally don't think he probably deserves it. I think he's a good player. I think he's got a future, but I don't think he deserves an 80 rated. But I can easily see EA giving him this. Why? Because EA love this guy. He plays their games, he endorses it, whenever he always holds his card, and he's always playing, he's always doing videos on YouTube with it. That's what Luke Shaw is, and he's a young talent. I think he's 18 years of age. He's the most expensive teenager, recently transferred for around about £30 million to Manchester United from Southampton. So I've given him an upgrade of 3 pace, which is fair enough. He did impress me when he played for England against Costa Rica. We didn't play well, but I think he has impressed for the national team now. An extra 4 dribbling, defending wise +5, heading I've given him +7. So that's a bit of an excessive one, but you know, I've got to find +7 stats in the end. +4 passing and +4 shooting. Now he probably might not get this. He might get I personally think he's maybe 77, 78. He's very young, but I could easily see EA giving him an 80 rated player. Next up is another transferred man, the Spaniard, I don't know his first name, but it's Herrera. I think it's Andres Herrera or something like that. But I don't know much about him, but from what I've heard and what I've seen, I've had a look on the internet for his playing style. He's a good midfielder. I was considering putting him at cam, and his informs have been at cam. He's a very attacking-minded player, but I don't think Manchester United need a cam. I don't think his role at Manchester United will be an attacking midfielder. So I've let him drop off, and I've given him +3 attributes on his overall card stats. I've upgraded his pace by 1, his dribbling by 1, his shot by 9, because this man has got a lethal shot. I mean, he doesn't take many, but when he does, he is lethal with his shot. So I think it's only fair. For example, Marquise doesn't take many shots, but he did against England, and that was a rocket. But there he's upgraded his defending because he does get back, and if you want to send him mid, you want him to have decent defending at least. Upgraded his heading by 2, and his passing by 2 also. So, what do you guys think about Andre Herrera? I'm looking forward to seeing how he plays. I reckon he'll gel well with players like Mata, David De Gea. And same with Luke Shaw. I think he'll gel well with the British defence that they have at the team. And obviously Thomas Vermaelen, he should have a good season. So they're the 3 new boys. Now we're going to go on to 2 guys who are already at Manchester United. So first we're going to have the British player, Wayne Rooney. Now, I am with everyone else when I think he's overrated. If you don't think he's overrated, that's your opinion. But personally, I don't think he's worth whatever they think he was last summer. They should have sold him. He's not a good player in my opinion. Wayne Rooney is not the best in the world anymore. He used to be a great player, and keeping him at an 87 rated would just be torture for everyone because he's not performed in the Premier League, hasn't performed internationally. He just hasn't done what Wayne Rooney used to do, and that was score goals for fun. So I've had to downgrade his pace by 2 because he doesn't run much. I was tempted to put him as a left mid with a joke, but realistically he should be a cam, or maybe even they should try him at centre mid if that, but he has got a lethal shot, so I've only downgraded his shot by 1. His passing down by 3 because he isn't really consistent with passing. Can't change his dribbling because on the ball he's good. I've upgraded his defending. Now, the reason why I've upgraded this defending is because if you've ever watched a Manchester United game, Wayne Rooney gets back and defends a lot. That's why he's got high work rates, but I think his defending deserves to be upgraded, and I've also downgraded his heading because he never gets stuck in for headers. But that's what I think of Rooney. What do you think of Wayne Rooney? Is he overrated, or would you keep him at 87? And do you think it would affect him in game? I think maybe he'll be a bit better if he's downgraded because the cheaper players and the less rated players sometimes surprise you. Wayne Rooney was always on FIFA a little bit of a disappointment purely because you got into the game and you like, yes, Wayne Rooney, 87 rated player, and when he didn't do what you wanted to do, you got disappointed. So the final man on the list is the Dutchman, Louis van Gaal's captain of the Netherlands. It's Robin van Persie. Now, I've actually upgraded his stats. Now, many people are going to question why I've upgraded his stats, but I still think Robin van Persie is a fantastic class player. He hasn't had the season at Man United. Yes, he was injured, but going off the back of the World Cup, if you want to set an impression, I think he's done that. For example, the header against Spain has set such an impression on the world, basically saying next season Manchester United will have a threat. Why? Because Louis van Gaal is the manager and he has found something in Robin van Persie. I would upgrade Van Persie by 1 purely because he is one of the players in the Premier League that you will rely on to score goals next season. If he finds his form, he will be lethal. And I personally think he's a world-class player. And at the World Cup at the moment, I think he's proving himself. He's had a few poor moments. For example, recently when they played against Mexico, he didn't turn up, but I think that might have been he just didn't get into the game. He didn't find his flow in that game, but he did against Spain, he did against Chile, and he just seems to be doing fantastically well for the Netherlands. So I've upgraded his pace by 1 because he isn't slow, he's not a slow guy. I've kept his shot the same because if you put it any higher than that, I don't think we can say otherwise. Passing, I've kept the same. Dribbling, I've downgraded by 1. He doesn't really on the ball, he's not the best on the ball tactic wise. I have downgraded his defending by 4, and all of this has been done so I can upgrade his heading from a 69 to 77. Now, I've had to downgrade a few stats to benefit. I mean, if I'm going to upgrade them stats, I can't really say keep him at an 89. I want his heading to be a lot higher because he is capable. I mean, I think we've all seen that header against Spain, and we can all agree that that header was absolutely world class, and that was just Robin van Persie at his finest. And there's no denying that he deserves a higher heading stat if he can do that. I just question whether EA can actually implement something like that into FIFA. That would be absolutely amazing. But guys, they are my FIFA 15 predictions for the new upcoming game. What do you guys think? What do you guys do you guys agree with me? Do you guys think that I'm completely wrong and I'm an idiot? Whatever you think, guys, leave it down in the comment section below. Smash that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.